From Wish TV and the All Indiana Podcast Network, this is the News 8 Daily 8 Podcast, a Wish TV News 8 update.
Hello, I'm Jeremy Jenkins, and this is your News 8 Daily 8 Podcast for Thursday, April 11th. We begin with news out of Sullivan, where a man is dead after a shootout with police. According to ISP, deputies were called to the home of 54-year-old Cameron Atkins yesterday afternoon regarding a protective order that had been served to him. Deputies say Atkins pointed a gun at them, which prompted them to fire shots at him. Atkins died at the scene. The deputies are now on administrative leave, which is standard procedure. Back in the Circle City, a mother and her boyfriend are facing charges for the death of 5-year-old Kinsley Welty. IMPD found the young girl unresponsive and malnourished just after 5 yesterday evening in a home on Denver Drive near the airport. She later died at Riley Hospital for Children. According to police records, the girl's mother, 29-year-old Tony McClure, and her boyfriend, 27-year-old Ryan Smith, are charged with child neglect resulting in death. McClure also faces a murder charge. IMPD Chief Chris Bailey had this to say following that incident. The circumstances of Kinsley's death are horrific and beyond comprehension. No human being, let alone a child, should be treated like she was. These alleged suspects, if convicted, should never step foot outside of a prison. When it comes to national headlines, the Biden administration is hoping to fulfill a campaign promise and wipe out student loan debt. President Biden unveiled his new plan earlier this week that could relieve millions of borrowers of tens of thousands of dollars. News 8's government reporter Garrett Berquist spoke with a senior White House advisor about how the program could work.
Is this fair to people who worked their way through college and were able to pay off their debt, or people who chose not to go to college for one reason or another?
So there are a lot of provisions under the Inflation Reduction Act, for example, that provides additional money for training, job creation, also access to loans so people can start small businesses. So those who decided not to go to college, perhaps to start a small business, have access to starting capital as well. So I think if you look at the administration efforts from the broad perspective of all things, absolutely a lot of people stand to benefit. And of course, if you look at one particular action, not everyone's going to benefit from any particular action. But when looked at from totality, the administration's efforts are really something that is going to have a broad effect on all Americans.
If you would like to listen to Garrett's full interview, just head over to our website, wishtv.com. When it comes to the weather, Storm Track 8 says you can expect scattered showers and some heavy rain this morning. Marcus Bailey has your News 8 Daily 8 forecast.
This is going to be kind of on and off, I think, as we kind of progress through the day. You've got some intermittent downpours now on Storm Tracker. Again, I have lightning detection on. I'm not picking up any thunder, but you will have some of these downpours are just going to kind of add to the rain total in the gauge here for the morning hours. Live look at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway, which is quiet. 16th Street starting to pick up some people here as we're gearing up for the workday. 59 degrees, southeast wind at around 5 miles per hour. Kind of hovering around 60 degrees across much of the state here for this morning. Big picture. Again, pretty steady rain across our state. Now, you get into southern Indiana and then to Kentucky and Tennessee, you're starting to see some breaks. That's going to head our way. We're still going to have several rain opportunities throughout the day and really all the way through tomorrow, but we'll lose that steady shield like we have right now. Storm Track 8 Futurecast, this updated run here, kind of sending that steady rain up north, but you can see by around 9 a.m. to noon, there's still a lot of rain chances, maybe lighter by lunchtime, but there's plenty of rain on radar, and then another influx of rain coming in, I think, by around mid to late afternoon through dinner time. And then we'll even see more showers kind of riding in here through the overnight hours. In terms of severe weather, I think here locally we avoid that. Southeastern parts of the state, though, could have some gusty wind makers and some hail makers as well. So we'll keep an eye on that. Lower 60s by around 1 or 2 o'clock. Cooler air then funneling in. We'll see numbers in the mid-50s by the evening drive. And we only get cooler as we head through the overnight. It's going to make for kind of a raw Friday, blustery, too. We're going to talk about that. But a beautiful weekend on tap. We'll time all that out in my Storm Track 8 forecast coming your way in just a few minutes.
To get a peek at the full forecast, just head over to wishtv.com, or you can download the Wish TV Storm Track 8 app. And don't forget to check out our Storm Track 8 weather blogs. If you're looking for something to brighten up your week, look no further than Cirque Indy. News 8's Colin Bailey stopped by the venue to give us a taste of all the twists and turns that happen before the big performances.
I know you have the Dream Cycle show later, and we're going to see some fun of that in a second, but can you share with our viewers what they can expect when they do come here tonight?
Yeah, sure. So we're here at Cirque Indy with Dream Cycle, and Dream Cycle is a magical circus adventure through the world of dreams. We have aerials, we have acrobatics, we have hoop diving, we have clowning, we have wire, contortion, handstands. There's something for everybody. Doug is actually doing a little bit of aerial rope right now. You can see him doing this in the show. He actually does a duo with another one of our cast members. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. It's family friendly. It's going to be a good time.
What are you expecting here in Indy? I know this is stop 10 on the tour, but we've been talking. It seems like it's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a lot of fun. This is the first time that Cirque Us is touring through Indianapolis. I've never been to Indianapolis before, so I'm really excited to be here and meet the community and be at this circus space. I think it's going to be a lot of fun.
And one cool thing we learned when we were talking is after the show, people who are here in attendance can learn some of the skills as well?
Yes, yeah, we're actually teaching workshops after the show. We have some clowning workshops and some German wheel workshops. So you can see what we do in the circus, and then you get a chance to try it out yourself.
And can you talk about the prep that goes into something like this? We were just talking, it's hours before the show that you guys have to start getting ready for it.
Yeah, absolutely. So we warm up for about 2 hours before the show. We train, we warm up our skills together, and then a lot of us have done up to 10 to 15 years of training previous to this. Some of us have gone to circus school or have been dancers or gymnasts. So we all have different paths of how we got into circus.
I mean, look at this talent. I mean, I wish I could do something like this. And so this is part of the fun you'll see tonight. I know there is still tickets available. You can find all that information on our website. I mean, I'm just standing here amazed. I mean, I can't believe this. I know I'm not that flexible. He was saying that, he gets ready hours before the show, stretches, and then, does this for hours on end. So it's amazing to see this. And like I mentioned, the show kicks off at 6 o'clock, and you can find all that information on tickets on our website. But in Indianapolis, I'm Colin Bailey for Wish TV, wishtv.com, and follow us on Facebook for updates.
The total solar eclipse has come and gone, but Fishers Police are hoping you'll hang on to your glasses and give them to a good cause. Fishers Police Department is collecting them for Eclipse Glasses USA. The organization will repurpose the glasses to potentially reuse them during the eclipse in South America this October.
We thought it would be a great opportunity for the Fishers Police Department and our community to participate. So we are sending them to Eclipse Glasses USA, and they are providing those glasses to individuals that might not have the opportunity to view the eclipse like we did.
To find out how you can send your glasses to Eclipse Glasses USA, just head over to wishtv.com for all the details. This has been your News 8 Daily 8 podcast for Thursday, April 11th. I'm Jeremy Jenkins for Wish TV, wishtv.com, or follow us on Facebook for updates.
This is the News 8 Daily 8 podcast, a Wish TV News 8 update on demand. For even more, on demand and on the go, connect with Wish TV on Facebook at wishtv.com and on the free Wish TV mobile app. Thank you for listening, and be sure to like, subscribe, and follow this podcast for updates every weekday morning on the All Indiana Podcast Network and wherever you get your podcast.